My show is magic and ventriloquism, and I think one of the big and most important parts of doing a show is audience participation. Now, whether it's a magic trick or you have the figure interacting with the audience, the one thing that I learned from, well, a couple people. The first one was Michael Lamar, who is a fantastic close-up magician. He said, making magic memorable. Like if you see David Copperfield and he makes the Statue of Liberty disappear, everybody's talking about it. Wow, did you see that? Well, we're not doing shows big enough to make the Statue of Liberty disappear, but we have to do something to make them remember us. If you do a close-up trick, putting it in their hand and the sponge ball disappears, oh my God, how did they do that? It makes it memorable. You bring them, they're part of the show. And I think when you're doing any type of show, whether it's magic and ventriloquism, you kind of have to make the audience part of the show and they remember you a lot more. So I would say if there is anything, any tips I can give for either magic or ventriloquism, it is use your audience. They want to be a part of it, and they will remember you a lot longer for that. I watch the videos and I see who you're interviewing and I sit there, oh man, that's it's so many things. You can do this. Say you started as a kid and you're 100 years old. You watch these interviews, the ones that you're doing, or any kind of interview with any kind of entertainer, and you always learn something. I mean, I learned so much last year at the convention with Sammy King, and a lot of it was body language too. And he always told me, he says, watch your act with the volume down, turned off, and he says, watch what you're doing, and that's really made a big difference for me in how I perform. So yeah, you always learn everything. Nobody knows it all. And I'm always open for suggestions and opinions and critiques. So,
no, that's what makes you a better performer. And,
absolutely.
But actually, I've never listened to or watched my videos with the sound off. I do a thing where you cover over the puppet and just look at yourself, and you cover over yourself and just look at the puppet.
Right, exactly.
But I've never watched the whole thing with just the sound down, so I have to give that a try.
Yeah. It's interesting. You know where you are in the routine and stuff like that, but all of a sudden you're watching your body language as as you say, are your eyes doing this when the dummy's eyebrows are supposed to be going up or what? So it allows you to be a little more conscious of what you're doing in that part of the act. So it really was a big help for me. So yeah, he's a super guy though, isn't he?
Oh, sweet guy. Love him.
The one thing that I can say about Sammy King, and he told me this last year when he was there, he said, it is our responsibility as performers to give back to the vent community. And that means if you see somebody who is older just starting out or somebody younger who's starting out, and then they need help them. He says, because we've got to keep this art alive. And we've got to nurture these people. We've got to help them with their acts. And when I thought about that, I said, that's what it's all about. We enjoy doing what we do, and we have to give back because somebody helped us out along the way, and we need to help them out. So he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I said I think that's one of the big things that we know about Clinton Detweiler. He gave and gave and gave, and if you had a question, called him up, he was more than happy to answer that. You wrote him, he answered it back. That was another mentor of mine, by the way, was not only Clinton, but Bill Bowley, same kind of thing. They gave back to the vent community. They were selfless and not selfish, and I'm forever grateful for both of those men, too.